And we are live. Welcome into the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast morning show for Friday, February 25th, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming on Twitch. Happy Friday to you, Burley. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Friday to you, Expat.
Yeah. Friday evening out here. Yeah. So, yeah, getting ready for the weekend. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, good Friday.
Have they released the Horizon sales numbers to see if I won the spiritual opium bet yet?
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Tomorrow my time is still Friday night your time, so yeah.
I need my fix. I'm shaking. I need the spiritual opium.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're getting close to the weekend, man. So, yeah, after this, I'm going to probably play some more Horizon Forbidden West. And there's a comedy drama that I've been watching. And it's on Amazon Prime, and it's in its 4th season that just dropped last week. But what they're doing with it is they're only dropping 2 episodes a week.
Oh, so not going the standard route where they used to, where they dropped the whole season. No. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I hate and love it at the same time. If it's a really good series,
yeah,
and you're like, frig, I'm waiting each week.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this series is amazing. I love it, and it's won several Emmys. It's called The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, with Rachel Brosnahan. She's an amazing actress, and she plays a character who is trying to make it as a stand-up comedian in the late 1950s, early 1960s New York. And for female stand-up comedians during that time, there were only a handful of them, really. It was a male-dominated, comedy world back in those days. So, yeah, it's an amazing series. I really like it. The father, I think his name's Tony Shalhoub. He was in Monk. So it's a really good comedy drama. So it's great. So I'm watching that. I'll watch the other 2 episodes later tonight, and then get some Horizon in. So after that, but yeah, what do we got in chat?
So I was going to say our other co-host Carl, turn-based Carl. Oh, my wife watched some of that. I've seen a bit. Yeah, I've seen the trailers for it all the time. I just haven't committed to watching it. I'm still going through. I've been going through Cuphead. I'm halfway through the season. Yeah, it's just when I get the little time, because the nice thing is they're only 12-minute episodes, so it's just a nice. You can, because I don't have a lot of free time, and lately I haven't had that, so it's nice just when I do plop an episode or 2, have my laughs.
Yeah, but yeah, Burley, you should watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's amazing. It's a great series. It's really funny. And the I'm trying to remember her name now, but anyway, the manager of Mrs. Maisel, she's amazing also too. And she went to my university as well. So
okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Really wasn't it the girl from 2.5 Men?
Might have been.
That manager, like she played Alan's ex-wife Judith, I think.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure.
I think so. From what little I have seen with trailers and stuff. So
yeah. Okay, so anyway, in this Friday edition, episode 40, Burley, of the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast morning show, we're going to be talking about. Looks like Spartacus is close to launching. We've been getting some news on that, so we're going to talk to you all about that. We're also going to be talking about Microsoft also being in early talks to bring back, a New Vegas. Will bring New Vegas sequel. It looks like to all. So probably a ways off, but yeah, it looks like that's in the early works right now. We're also going to talk about Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga has gone gold. Yay! I can't wait for that game to come out. I'm loving that news. And then, of course, the games with gold. Those games dropped, and we're going to tell you what games are coming to Games with Gold for the month of March. So, so that's our show for today. So, all right, Burley, let's get the coffee brewing, and then we're going to talk about this the news that broke on Spartacus. So apparently it's coming soon. So right after we get the coffee brewing, you got the cup?
Yep. Coffee's brewing.
All right.
Cheers.
We'll be right back. All right. So for episode 40 here, close to launch. So basically, we got some news out of Video Games Chronicle from Jordan Midler. So classic games will reportedly be a major part of PlayStation's Game Pass rival. So, yeah, it looks like Jeff Grubb. He's an insider, and he usually has some pretty accurate information. Claims PlayStation's Project Spartacus is pretty close to launching. So I'm going to read some of this for you. So, speaking on his Giant Bomb show, Jeff Grubb claimed to have obtained new information on Sony's yet-to-be-announced subscription service. He says, quote, "It's probably getting pretty close to this actually launching. Something's probably going to happen by the end of this month, and I don't think that's necessarily means publicly. I think in terms of the internal milestone of where the service needs to be," end quote. According to the journalist, Spartacus will be comprised of 3 tiers, priced at up to $16 a month. Quote, "Right now they are called Essential, Extra, and Premium," Grubb claimed. Quote, "The pricing, again, could be a placeholder, but the pricing is $10 a month for Essential, $13 a month for Extra, and $16 a month for Premium." So before we move on, what do you think of those price tiers, Burley? Because, yeah.
See, that's the thing, because like I saw this last night on Twitter after I finished my stream, and everyone's running wild and taking this as fact. Not to say that Jeff wouldn't. Jeff does do research.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And he's probably taking with what his sources are giving him and stuff. Not to say that these numbers could be true. I wouldn't be surprised, because Sony isn't gonna undercut Game Pass. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because as much as that they met, but you have to, if you're gonna undercut Game Pass, you gotta go and you gotta bring it. Because the problem is, like, Game Pass has been in for a while.
Yeah.
And Game Pass has got so many of these day ones. So we know the big first parties, you're not going to get your God of War Ragnarok launch with this. Right. If you did, it would be insane.
Yeah.
But the tiers that they show, that allegedly have been showed off, because we can only go with this because this is all allegedly.
Yeah,
make kind of sense, but I want to see what these games are, because they can say classic games all they want.
Yeah,
but let's say they pull out like, I don't know, Bubsy 3D, Rascal. They're technically classic games on the PS1, but do you really want to play them? Like, are we going to get your old school Crash Bandicoot, your old school Spyro, your first Metal Gear? You're going to get your Final Fantasies.
Yeah, the ones that everybody wants to play again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Well, let me.
Or how long are you going to wait on this system to get the stuff you want? Because are they going to be like Nintendo, where they drop shit so long?
Yeah.
Drop stuff.
I just want to say, by comparison, too, the ultimate for Game Pass is $11 a month. It's like $10.99, so $11 a month. Whereas the PC tier is like $8 a month, as well as the console tier. Yeah. So if PlayStation, or what this Spartacus, if that highest tier is going to be $16, they better put some premium content on there. And let me go ahead and read some more of what Jeff was saying. It says, quote, "For premium, $16 a month, do you get the full games? Not really, kinda. It's like EA Play. You get full game trials. I don't know if that's for every single game that comes out, but it seems like that," end quote, Grubb said. While PlayStation has offered game trials in the past for certain titles, Grubb implies that all PlayStation first-party titles could offer these trials as part of the premium tier. So, and then he continues, he says, quote, "You'll also get classic games and streaming. None of the other tiers will have cloud streaming. You also get classic games, end quote. So, and then he expanded. He says, quote, I don't know what classic games means. That's what you were referring to, Burley. But I do know that it's a major part of this premium tier. So you have game trials, classic games, and streaming on this premium tier, end quote. PlayStation has been the notable exception in recent years when it comes to providing access to its huge back catalog on modern platforms. So while Xbox Series users can play certain games from as far back as the original Xbox, the PlayStation 5 can only play PlayStation 4 titles natively. So, and he also says, quote, for the extra tier, you get a downloadable game catalog. Anything on PlayStation Now that was downloadable seems like it would be in here, end quote, which Grubb has heard includes over, quote, 250, 300 games, something like that. You don't get cloud streaming, but you get like 300 games that you can download.
Okay.
Yeah. And then about the Essential, he says, quote, Essential is PS Plus with the monthly games, just like you know it today. The current PlayStation Plus offering includes cloud saving, monthly free games, and discounts. PlayStation players also need a PlayStation Plus in order to play games online. Mm-hmm. So this doesn't apply to free-to-play titles. So yeah. But he's from his sources, though, it seems like this is coming sooner rather than later. So what do you think, man?
Well, that doesn't surprise us. Remember, all the stores were told, get the PS Now cards off.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So that makes sense. They want to get them off the shelves. Mm-hmm. Get this sooner than later. See, like I got confused with the pricing because $16, that's what I pay for Game Pass Ultimate here as a Canadian. So I should have put two and two together, but when I did see this, I worked a full day in stream, so I was a little tired.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah,
but so I'm really hoping Sony brings it. It's like they need to bring this.
Yeah,
and I hope that because like this was one of the things that I hated with PS Now when I did subscribe is PS3 games I had to stream. And it was like, I have good internet, but I wanted to stream these games because I am a Twitch streamer. But I would rather give me the disk space. Like I have disk space on my PS5 and PS4. Let me download these PS3 games so I don't have to do that so I can stream them.
Carl says in the chat, of course, Carl is our other co-host on the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News podcast. So which episode 75 we're going to be recording tomorrow. So Carl says, the big question I still want answered is, will older first-party games stay on the service or be cycled out as they are now?
That is a good question.
That's a good question, but I would probably, if I had to answer that, I would go with the latter. I mean, because you know how PlayStation is. They'll probably cycle them out still.
I think some will always stay, but like the ones that they don't fully own that they gotta pay.
I think that could be the case.
I think they'll keep Final Fantasy VII on there because it is suchly known as a PlayStation game, and with the remake, so you want to try and push people to buy and play remake.
Right.
The odd ones like that.
Yeah. I still think this premium service has to have first-party titles day one. If they really want to compete, they're going to have to start putting first-party titles on there. Maybe not all of them, but like Forspoken, put that on the premium service day one.
Or a game Carl tried to get me to buy a little while ago on Twitter, Last of Us 2. He really wants me to play that, so hey, give me that so I don't have to spend money. I don't have to give Neil Druckmann money. I have nothing against the guy. I just had to go for the joke.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, this seems pretty exciting. Hopefully we'll hear some more news about this soon because March is right around the corner. So, maybe it'll be coming out soon and we'll hear more about it. So when we do hear more news about it, we will bring it to you. So, all right, Burley, get that drone controller ready. It's time to fly the drone. And after the drone flight, we're going to get to Microsoft. and their early negotiations to bring Fallout Vegas back to us in the form of a new game. Right after this,
Drone ready.
Go, Burley. All right, so this is from Daniel Sims over at TechSpot. Microsoft is in early talks for a Fallout New Vegas sequel. So I think you were telling me before, Burley, that Fallout New Vegas was your favorite Fallout game, right?
Oh yes, this one was my favorite because this one, I think it's like 30 or 40% in the story, some arbitrary number. You go off and you choose your path. Do you ally with the Brotherhood of the Steel? Do you ally with, I think it was Mr. House and stuff like that? And you had there were like 15 different endings and it all changed and stuff. It was a nice kind of way. So you picked your allegiance and you figured how the game ended.
Yeah. I like this picture here that they showed too. New California Republic. Of course, I'm originally from California. So yeah, the California state flag being, modified there. But anyway,
and I think it had the Hoover Dam in that game too, if I remember. It's been so many years.
Yeah. Okay, so when Microsoft acquired the Fallout property via the ZeniMax Bethesda merger, many almost immediately started fantasizing about giving previous acquisition Obsidian another shot at the franchise. Recent comments on another podcast indicate that dream is becoming possible. So Jeff Grubb, who of course we were quoting in the last story about Spartacus and all, he's also saying, according to his sources, that people at Microsoft have entered very early talks mentioning developer Obsidian and a sequel to the 2010 RPG Fallout New Vegas. Anything that comes out of these talks would be years away, as Obsidian already has other projects on its plate, but it could put the Fallout franchise back into the hands of some of its original creators. So the Fallout franchise is mainly known for the Bethesda-produced games, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. Some of the developers who worked on the original Fallout and Fallout 2 at Black Isle Studios later helped form Obsidian Entertainment, which released Fallout New Vegas, still a well-liked entry into the series and Burley's favorite Fallout game. Obsidian and Bethesda are now under the Microsoft umbrella, making a follow-up more possible than ever. So, yeah, I hope this happens, man. It says another RPG studio Microsoft acquired, In Exile Entertainment, has spent the last several years working on follow-ups to Wasteland, to which the original Fallout was a spiritual successor. The current head of In Exile has worked on both franchises over the years. The prospect of a Fallout 5 or New Vegas 2 is undoubtedly a very long way from realization. Bethesda is busy with both Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6. Obsidian has The Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed under development, so its plate is very full. Yeah. So that leaves In Exile, but it has an unannounced project it is building on Unreal Engine 5. So, this could be years away, but then again, I mean, when Fallout 4 came out, Burley, it's like, that was kind of like a stealth drop. We didn't even know that was coming.
That one just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So who knows? We might get this like in another year or two. Just boom, hey.
No, well, this game ain't coming in a year or two. Like, Outer Worlds will be like 2023, 2024.
Maybe.
But once Outer Worlds 2 is, I wouldn't be surprised if this is their next main project that they really put this. And
Carl says this would be fantastic because Bethesda isn't getting around to another Fallout for a long time. So,
well, Bethesda's got their Starfield's their main thing.
Yeah.
Then after that, they've got to sell you Skyrim again, the next Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the 8K edition, and the we need your money edition.
Microsoft that's the most important part of it all.
Microsoft
needs
needs
your
to
money
recoup
edition.
Microsoft needs to recoup its money edition.
Oh, no.
I knew that was coming.
yeah, I had to. Oh, and of course, to all our Japanese viewers out there, the Friday edition morning, good morning to you. Yes.
Ohayou gozaimasu, minasan. Good morning, motherfuckers. 起きていない人もいますね。早く起きて。
Wake up, Burley.
Mosh. And we got Carl Carl also saying Avowed should be done before the Outer Worlds 2, so the team could start on New Vegas too.
Yeah.
See, I don't know too much about Avowed. I'll be completely honest. But hey, you know what? If it takes them the next 6 to 7 years or however long it takes, I'm glad to see that they're in talks about this. This is nice to see, because we didn't know for sure. Because when they did Outer Worlds, you kind of thought, okay, they ain't gonna do New Vegas again or a sequel like another kind of Fallout. I really liked New Vegas, so I'm glad to see that. And I liked Outer Worlds 1. I need to go back and finish it. And I'm excited for Outer Worlds 2, and especially since I'm a Game Pass guy, so I don't have to buy it.
Yeah, I played the Outer Worlds, and I played one of the DLC packages too.
I remember you streaming I think it was the first DLC. I think you streamed a bit of that.
Yeah, a bit of it. Yeah. So, yeah,
imagine
I'm looking forward
an
to
Elder
that.
Scrolls and Fallout game in back-to-back years. Well, we may have that just in the sense of Skyrim or Oblivion. Come on, give some Oblivion a love. Oblivion Anniversary Edition.
Because we were talking about that on the podcast last week. Yeah, so one of your favorite open world games of all time, right? Burley Oblivion. Yeah.
Oh, like if they released it, like I know it will never happen. They re-released it, and I could put it on my PS5. But I would buy it, but like I could get it on the Series S for free. Yeah. So it's like I'll be happy. Just do it, Bethesda. You'll make me happy and other people happy.
Speaking of something that makes me happy today, some Star Wars news, some Lego Star Wars news, Burley. We're going to get to that right after this, so stay tuned. All right. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has finally gone gold. Yay. So Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has been one of the most delayed games of the last year or so. Originally, there was a trailer released with an October 2020 release date, which was quickly removed and re-uploaded without the release date. Then in August 2020, the 2021 release year was removed from the official website. And then this came after prior delay in April where the game wasn't even given a release date. But now at least it's gone gold and it's coming very soon. So this was from NME.com and Adam Cook. So it's gone gold, Burley. So that means it's coming soon. I'm excited for this, man. I love all of these Lego games. I played all the Star Wars games. I played, of course, the Avengers ones as well. So, what do you think? Are you excited for the Lego Skywalker Saga?
Yes, but we got Carl Singh in the chat here, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Okay. Oblivion and New Vegas remasters need to happen. I agree. Not on PlayStation, though, and Devil thing. Yeah. But here's the thing, because they're saying this is going to come out in April.
Yeah.
You guys missed the thing. Go for May the 4th. It's Wednesday. You got...
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, like seriously. What's a one extra month? Put it on May the 4th.
I just had to do that again, bro.
No, you're right, rightfully so. Like, I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see it's gonna get it's gone gold.
Yeah.
And I eventually will pick it up.
Yeah, it should come out on May the 4th. I mean, but then again, if it comes out in April, I'll be even happier. So, yeah.
No, and this game will sell well. Because these games do sell well.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've got the good marketability for children, and you've got the adults.
Yeah.
That'll like these are fun games, especially if you're a father and you can play these with your kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
These are
do you remember that one Lego game called Lego City Undercover?
I remember it. I never played it.
I used to play that with my son all the time. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And my daughter, they love to play the Lego City Undercover. Yeah. So, but what do you think, Burley? Do you think we'll get the Mandalorian, or do you think we'll get Baby Yoda, Grogu in any of these, like maybe episode 6 or 7? Yeah.
Well, they said Mando is in it a while back, but I think it was like episode 7 game. They had DLC because these Lego games now in the recent era have had to have DLC.
Yeah, The Force Awakens, I think, had that.
So who knows? They're gonna, if they don't have Baby Yoda, they don't have Grogu, they don't have Mando, and Book of Boba Fett riding Rancor. We need that as DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, if they really want to sell a ton of these things, I mean, they got to put those characters in there.
I have a feeling when the game starts taking off, they are going to be like, okay, we need a $20 to $30 DLC pack.
Yeah,
so you'll just rank in the cash.
Like they'll probably show like in some DLC that they come out with, like when Luke, I won't say because I don't want to spoil anything for people who still haven't watched the Book of Boba Fett. But I think Grogu and Luke Grogu's definitely got to be in, the game at some point, like in DLC or whatever. And then Luke maybe going off like between episode 6 and episode 7, going after like relics and stuff like that. Maybe they can do something like that in DLC, but. Yeah, looks good, man. I'm looking forward to playing this. Really looking forward to it. So, all right. So it's time to talk about the games with gold. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the games with gold as well during the podcast episode. Yeah, because of course that's Carl's duty.
I'm sure Carl's right now. No. You guys can do this fully now. I don't have to do it on Saturday.
You gotta do it again, Carl. Sorry. Anyway, we're
tried for you, Carl.
Yeah, we're just gonna briefly go over the games with gold for March right after this. So we will be right back. There he goes. Yeah, you guys got this. Yeah. We got it now. You've got it tomorrow. All right, we'll be right back, everyone. So right after this. All right, games with gold. So I'm gonna bring up the other screen here. So yeah, games with gold. So I've got a few titles here. $89.96 in value and 4,000 in gamer score. If you're into that type of thing, like Burley, you're into the trophies. Yeah.
Oh, I used to be an Xbox achievement whore too. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so I'm just gonna read them off. So on March 1st to March 31st, we've got The Flame in the Flood. So a girl and her dog journey on foot and by raft through the backwaters of a forgotten post-societal America. So that comes March 1st through the 31st, and then Sacred 2 Fallen Angel, available also March 1st to the 15th. So, Sacred 2 Fallen Angel, choose to embark upon light or shadow campaigns to help heal the land of Ankaria or intensify the chaos. So also from March 16th to April 15th, Street Power Soccer. Show off your sick style in this quick action-packed version of the beautiful game. Try tricks, over-the-top game modes, and playgrounds, and unleash your soccer superpowers. And then finally, SpongeBob's Truth or Square. Available March 16th to 31st. SpongeBob has lost the Krabby Patty secret formula. With your help and the help of some Bikini Bottom buddies, SpongeBob must use Plankton's memory machine to retrace the happiest moments of his life and find the formula. So anyway, those are the games with gold for March. What do you think, Burley?
Well, I'll give you my thoughts.
Any of these worth playing?
Give you my thoughts in 2 seconds. We got chat response here.
Yep.
Hello, Fiero, saying good morning, expat and Burley. How are we doing today?
Good morning, man.
I'm awesome. Hope you were well, Fiero.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I've never played any of these. The Flame with Flood. That is one I've wanted to try, but I'm just waiting for, like, I know we've said this so many times. I'm waiting for this service to be pretty much Microsoft just saying, yeah, this is gone.
To kill it. Yeah.
Just this is the year it needs to go.
Yeah.
I think we all can agree on this.
Just integrate it. I mean, because Game Pass Ultimate subscribers, they get this anyway.
Exactly.
So just put it into the regular tiers as well, like the console tier and the PC
You're trying to get people in the Game Pass, and you've been growing that steadily.
Yeah.
With your acquisitions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense in having two freaking things. You already have tiered Game Pass.
Yeah.
Between PC, Ultimate, and all that.
Yeah.
Just keep the different versions of Game Pass. Get rid of Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Because I don't know people that buy it. I don't buy Gold anymore. I buy Game Pass.
Yeah, obviously. So, but anyway, I mean, if you're going to download any of these games, I mean, because they'll be freebies, so I would probably pick the Flame and the Flood, because I've never played that one yet. Sacred 2 Fallen Angel. I don't think I've ever played that one either. I don't remember, but
I from what I remember, I remember seeing the game come out back in the day.
Title, yeah.
But I don't remember hearing anything of it. So that could be good, that could be bad. You never know. And Firo saying I'm not on Xbox, but honestly couldn't say I've played any of these. Yeah. So Carl just snuck it. It says here, right after Sony announced Spartacus with the base price of 10, Microsoft can counter with a price of 0 to play online. Maybe, but I don't think Microsoft will go that route. I think Microsoft will go, yeah, we have Game Pass. We want you in Game Pass.
Yeah,
because that's their whole market. They don't care about you buying the games. It's all.
And then they also have the cloud gaming too. So
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to push that even more. So
yeah, that's their
main bread and butter moving forward, I think. So Pharaoh, I mean, I think the Flame and the Flood would be a cool game to play, whatever you're playing it on, even if it's on PlayStation. So I've heard some good things about that game. And Pharaoh says PS Plus is the same ATM. It's all awful games no one wants to buy. There should be one older good game with the indie titles they release at least, and a VR game, Pharaoh. I mean, they were putting VR games into it as well, but
Well, you do have. I'll defend. PS Plus does have one good game this month. You do, if you don't own Ghost of Tsushima, you get the Legends. That is a lot. Like, I will defend it, but I can admit I do have blinders for this because Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games of the last.
It
probably
depends
about
on
10 years.
It depends on what you like. I mean, like Ark Survival Evolved. I mean, there's a lot of people that are into the Ark games as well. That Ark game. So, yeah. Pharaoh says, I don't do VR, so that's never appealed. Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, man. I mean, like, for me too, Pharaoh. I mean, I played VR sporadically when it first came out, when I was able to get one. Okay. But then hooking up all those cables and everything, and, you know, having that little brick to connect the cables to the PS4.
Little brick. The thing was almost the size of a base PS4.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Burley. But anyway, it's just the setup process turned me away from it, so. Yeah, but anyway, Flame in the Flood looks like the best game on this list here. SpongeBob for the kiddies.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting because they're not putting great titles on this because they don't need to, because their whole thing is get you to Game Pass. They're just keeping around this for the 12 people that are still on Gold and not on Game Pass at this point. I'm still
the 12 people. You said like the 5 people, right?
Yeah.
Pharaoh says I'm still holding out home for a Tenchu remaster one day.
You never know.
Never know, man. Never know. All right. Okay. So we went over the potential Spartacus tiers that could possibly be coming soon. We talked about Microsoft possibly working with Obsidian to bring out a Fallout New Vegas 2, hopefully, like not in the near future, probably in the far future, but the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga has now gone gold. Woo! Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, the games with gold for March. So, yeah, Burley, a lot of stuff. And then, of course, this weekend on the next edition of the podcast, episode 75, me, you, and Carl, we're going to be talking about VR. So, Pharaoh, sorry, we're going to be talking a little bit about VR, but in the sense of VR's biggest challenges moving forward. I mean, what does VR have to prove to gamers to make it a mainstream style of gaming moving into the future? So we're going to be talking about that this weekend. So if anybody that watches this video on demand, or if you have any comments on what you think the biggest challenges are to VR and its progress, let us know. We'd like to hear from you, whether it's on Twitter or on our YouTube channel at The Arena Productions, or if you're a member of our Discord, the Arena Podcast Discord, send us some comments, and we'd love to read them for you on the show and comment on them. So, Pharaoh says, it's all good. I appreciate some people love it, but with my mobility issues, I just can't see a point to taking my gaming that way. Okay, yeah. Well, that's the thing, Pharaoh. I mean, mobility issues is something that VR is going to have to address in the future. I mean, people with mobility issues, how are they going to be able to use VR? So that's a good point. So, maybe we'll talk about that a little bit when we record tomorrow for the podcast. So, So anyway, episode 75, we're going to be recording tomorrow, and then it goes up to our Patreon in early access, of course, for the first day, in audio format as well as in video format. And then after the first day in early access, it goes public. It will go to our YouTube channel, of course, in video format. Over on youtube.com/The Arena Productions, so you can check that out. And then in audio format, of course, it goes up to Podbean and all podcast services. So if you listen on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify or even on Podbean, where our webpage is for our podcast, you can check us out there as well. So, yes, some good stuff.
Yeah, we do have a fun few little topics on that episode. We will get to the big game that released today. Yeah. So we're purposely not talking about it here to go there. Yeah. So if you want our thoughts on there, we'll give you our thoughts then. And we'll also be talking about the big news that we talked earlier in the week about Call of Duty.
Yep.
So that way you get Carl's opinions, and we've all now had a little bit more time to digest it and get our full thoughts out on it.
Yeah, and of course we'll be talking about PSVR 2. Of course, the headset was shown for the first time this week as well. And of course, we do a post show after the regular episode is recorded. We do a post show for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we talk about other news stories and other things other than gaming.
Yeah,
maybe
well,
movies, maybe TV shows. We shoot the breeze about many other things as well as video games, right, Burley?
Oh yes. But for this one, I'll tease because I know some people said there were the Dice Awards came out.
Yeah.
You might get our thoughts there. So stay tuned. And hi, Z in the chat.
Hey, Z. How you doing, man? How you doing? So what are you guys going to be playing this weekend? Z, what are you going to be playing this weekend? Pharaoh, what are you going to be playing this weekend? Carl, we'll wait till tomorrow to find out what you're playing this weekend.
And for me,
so what are you guys playing? Yeah. So.
Carl just said, "Oh, I love Carl." COD VR Souls games, all my favorite topics. Z Horizon Forbidden West, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not playing it this weekend. That's gonna be sad because I'm going to my parents after work today, and I can't take the PS5 with me because if I do, I will play Horizon off stream, and then when I go to next stream session on Monday with it, people are gonna be like, "Wait, you're now level like 28 and you have all this stuff." So
Pharaoh says, not sure. I've re-downloaded Dragon Age Inquisition and possibly jumping on Apex, Splitgate, and Call of Duty. Cool.
Right on.
Yeah, Pharaoh, my son, he's a huge Apex player. He just finished his first year of college. He goes back April 1st. He starts his second year of college. But he's a huge Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, I'm sorry, Apex Legends player. Yeah, so he's really into that. So, yeah. So, and Z says, gives me time to progress in front of you, Burley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we want you all ready for when we do that extra take, Z, between you and Expat for Horizon.
Yep.
It's good. You'll be the one ahead of us, so you can get your thoughts ready first.
Mm-hmm. Pharaoh says loved Apex because Call of Duty was so broken. I say,
oh no, he moved Apex.
Moved to Apex. Okay.
Yeah. And that's something we will be discussing on the weekend.
Yeah, that's for sure. So and then Z says, "Oh poo, does that mean I have to actually think?" Yeah, Z, you come on one of my shows. You better be ready.
He's a slave driver, I tell you. Oh shit, he can hear and see me.
Hell no!
Nah, you have to think, but in all honesty, see, this is a chill environment. Like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
As a guy that started out as a guest on here all the time on the podcast, we make this chill.
I mean, I'll just give you, before we finish the show, I'll just give you a little bit of background. You guys probably don't know this about me yet, but I started in radio. Back when I was a basketball player originally, but I had a serious knee injury in college my final year, so I couldn't make the NBA, unfortunately. So I got an internship at the #1 urban contemporary radio station in San Francisco, which is my home city. And for about a year and a half, I did, DJing at KMEL Radio in San Francisco. So I got a lot of experience doing radio, and of course, that moved to this. I love to be prepared. So, of course, you come on one of my shows, you got to know a little bit about what you're talking about. So just be ready. Just be ready to talk about, Horizon. So I know you will be. So, yeah. Z says, I will have to try my absolute best to not swear while on extra take because I swear a lot. Okay.
Right. We'll figure all that stuff out later. We all have to finish the game and then give ourselves time and get footage. So no worries, no rush. Yeah. Well, we'll get it all worked out.
That's the Z button. Yeah. So anyway. All right, guys. So I want to thank you all so much for coming in. Pharaoh, thank you so much for coming in. Z, thank you so much. Carl, of course, thank you so much for for stopping by. We will see you tomorrow, Carl, of course, for the recording of episode 75. Yeah. So Z says I'm getting my footage right now. Cool. Yeah,
Right.
just put together your best 15 minutes or so. Maybe 10 minutes, because we'll want to split it up, because obviously Burley's playing on PS5. I'm playing on PS5 as well. And Burley told me you're playing on PS4. So, we can show your footage, maybe 5 to 10 minutes of your footage from PS4, and then Burley's footage from PS5, maybe. So, when we record the episode. So, yeah. But just, you can send it to me beforehand, and then I can take a look at it and stuff. So, yeah. So it's all good. We'll keep in touch, and we'll get everything worked out on that. So, all right. So it's time to finish up the show, Burley. So I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming on Twitch. This has been The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast morning show for Friday, February 25th, 2022, episode 40, Burley. We've done 40 of these already. We're catching up to the regular weekly podcast episodes already. Yeah. So, but anyway, thank you all so much for coming out, and those of you that watch us later in video on demand, we thank you so much, and we appreciate all of you, and we look forward to coming back with another edition of the morning show on Monday. So, all of you out there, have a great weekend, and have a fun weekend playing games. And we look forward to talking to you again on Monday. Okay? So take care, everyone. We'll see you on Monday. Peace out. Burley, kill the feed.
With pleasure.